Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I loud? Am I clear? Is anybody out there? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started in just 9 minutes and 35 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news. Thank you for the jewels, Future Motive. Thank you to Joseph and Mike D for the super chats. We're 2 into our goal of 5 for Mega Gosh shipping. Counting down from 9 minutes and 25 seconds, we're going to be covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. We're going to be watching the COMEX market open up here, day trading session. We're going to watch Shanghai open up here. We're going to watch the stock market. Thank you so much, dropping the mic for that super chat. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live here. 9 minutes. Please smash the like button and retweet the post on X. Thank you, Real Bill, for the jewels. Thank you, Jeff Stout, for the super chat from Mega Gosh shipping. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live in just 7 minutes and 55 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read out of the tea leaves. And boy, do I have a bunch to share for you tonight. Gold and silver went a little wild last night. They did a dance called the Jitterbug last night. We're going to be breaking that down a whole lot more in 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Smash the like button, share the stream, retweet it on X.
Through the midnight haze, customs line, keep the nerves in place. Secret pockets on inside my coat. Every bar, another little vote.
Good morning, SGT Stacking and all the crustaceans out there. Thank you so much, Oli Stacker, for that super chat. We're now just 1 away from our goal for Mega Gosh shipping for the stream, and we barely even started. Thank you so much. We're going to be live here in 7 minutes covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. Ton of news overnight, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a fun one this morning. We're going to watch the day trading session for the COMEX market pickup. We're going to watch Shanghai open. We're going to watch the stock market open. Ladies and gentlemen, are you still stacking? Are you still adding to your hoard? Put still stacking in chat right now.
From Arctic ice,
to Island Drums in Key West, Florida.
every stamp on my page.
Woo-hoo!
Another drop in the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, the name's International Stacker, and it's about to go down. Smash the like button if you're ready. Drop still stacking in chat. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we just hit our Mega Gosh shipping goal for the stream. Thank you, Reverend Dancer.
Voices rise like a tidal wall.
Let's go, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live in just 5 minutes and 25 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. We're going to watch COMEX, Shanghai, stock market. It's all going down in 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Smash the like button. Now, if you like this music, ladies and gentlemen, you can listen to it anytime, day or night. Just search International Stackers, the artist, on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Pandora. It's everywhere, and rock the day away. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be live here in 5 minutes. We got Sheboygan, Michigan in the house. Who else is in the house? Home Stacker from Sheboygan. Where are you at in the world and what are you sipping on? Let me know.
chasing that mill.
Let's go.
Combs and bars, rare to find. Treasure hunting.
We got Lisa Anderson in North Carolina.
Join the crew.
We got Mongo Like Candy in Chattanooga, Tennessee, sipping on moonshine. Whoa. We got North Star up in Ontario, Canada, sipping on coffee. We got New Jersey coffee with Joseph. We got Fort Wayne, Indiana with Wandering. We've got SGT at work sipping on molten silver. I like that one. Maryland sipping on tea with Future Motive.
Maps and clues.
Cincinnati Death Wish coffee with Blim. Whoa.
Silver dream shining bright.
Drano's in Minnesota.
Roll the dice, take a chance. Treasure call.
We got Dutch Murphy in the Netherlands sipping a cafe. We've got Kitty in Chicago sipping on Fiji water. Nice. Valley Forge, PA with Wawa coffee for Tidal Wave. Sid in Texas driving to Shreveport. Nice, Sid. Let's go. Thank you for the jewels, Drano. We've got Casa out sipping on coffee. I like that one. Good morning, Tanya and Lisa, says Cavalier. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to be live here in 3 minutes and 15 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news, helping you read the tea leaves. We're 8 likes from 100, so let's get that smashed all the way up there. 8 more people to go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about to go down. It's going to be a wild stream. I feel it in my bones. Are you ready? Yes. We got Al Hand in Oregon. Abilene, Texas with Sean Leslie. Break it down now. Don't worry, the music turns down once we start streaming. This is just the dance party. This is the dance party of it. We got Hugh in Telford, UK. We got Kyle in Washington State. We got Yao in Burlington, Vermont. All right, guys, let's take this up a notch. I don't think we're ready. Let's get a crab dance going right now. Drop a crab in chat if you're ready. We got Kyle in Montana. Oh, Kyle. Kyle, I think you won something on Backyard Bullion's giveaway. Go check Backyard Bullion's channel if you haven't. But Kyle, I think you might have won, but I could be wrong. So don't get too excited. But Kyle, I think you won on Backyard Bullion. Go check it out. Drop a crab in chat if you're ready. C-R-A-B, not a C-R-A-P. Future Moto with the golden poop. Ow! Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be live in just a minute and 45 seconds covering the breaking gold and silver news. It's about to go down. If you're ready for the Mega God, put Mega in chat right now. Okay, Kyle did win a Germanium Mint coin. Congrats, Kyle. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just a minute away. This is your 1 minute warning. What do you guys want? Little kid intro, old school, migration, just straight to the start. What do you guys want for the intro to this morning? Let me know. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Your claws up in the sky, international stacker. He's our guy. Gold and silver is the key. Wow, early real coins is on a generator, but he's still crab dancing. Let's get it. Dance with me. Let's go, let's go. Stacker on a journey to find silver. International Stacker. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The name's International Stacker, coming to you live from Key West, Florida, where I'm closer to Cuba than a Walmart. 2,500 videos on the world, around the world, on gold and silver adventures. And guys, over the weekend, don't sleep on this video with Jake Haugen, the CEO of Hero Bullion. We beat the dealers. That's a heater there, but this one right here is the one you all want. The Mega God, ladies and gentlemen. A moderator will drop it in chat right now. I'm giving away over 100 ounces of silver. I'm giving away 169 ounces of copper and some gold in the upcoming Mega giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. There it is right there. All that could be yours and a lot more. We got digital microscopes. We got a bunch of stuff, pocket pingers, and I've got some tricks up my sleeve. So all you got to do is watch this video right here. It tells you how to enter. Watch the video in its entirety. And by the way, there is a password in this video that will give you an advantage in the Mega giveaway. So you're not going to want to sleep on that. And then once you do that, go over here to the live stream. A moderator will drop that in chat as well. Click notification on and click the like button. Every Mega Guy get messages. I slept through it. I forgot. Don't be a statistic, ladies and gentlemen. Click the like and notify me now so you can ensure you're going to be at the party. And ladies and gentlemen, we are at 11,430 total entries. Are you entered in the Mega giveaway? Enter now, and you got to be subscribed. Now let's look at what happened to silver overnight, ladies and gentlemen. Boy, was it a wild ride. Call me Mr. Toad, because we went high to 66.50. We went low to 64.23. And now we are at 65.22. Now look at the significance of this. Yesterday, we were fighting for 64. If you remember that, yesterday was the battle for 64. The day before that, it was the battle for 63. The day before that, it was like the battle for 60. Okay, so 63, then the battle for 64. Then the battle for 65. So today I'm officially announcing it is the battle for $66 an ounce silver. And we did take out two targets here. I reset this, ladies and gentlemen, when we were going live on the countdown. So we did just take out another two targets. Silver on a red candle, 65.22. It's actually down 0.79%. on the trading session, which started last night, 6 p.m. Eastern. But when in doubt, zoom out. We are up big over the last couple days. We're sitting above that 50 simple moving average, right below that 200 simple moving average. Our next target's going to be 65.54. Hopping over to here to gold, similar story. Overnight, we went high, 4,435.42. We went low, 4,356. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is now the official battle for 4,400. We did take this target out on the startup here. And now sitting on a green candle at 4,387.59. We're only down 0.06% on gold on the trading session since it started last night at 6 p.m. So that means that gold to silver ratio is starting to tick up a little bit here. 67.23 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold on the gold to silver ratio. But right here, ladies and gentlemen, the big La Bamba is riding that 200 simple moving average line there, hitting a high overnight of 73.42, hitting a low of 72.41, and it closed on a green candle at 72.65. It was not that long ago, ladies and gentlemen, when it was the battle for $70 an ounce back again in Shanghai. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like that battle is now being fought over $73 an ounce. This is going to be opening in less than an hour, 59 minutes and 40 seconds here. And remember, we just hit 8 a.m. Eastern time. So that means the trading volume is going to start to increase dramatically. Because the trading is now taking place in New York from 8 to 8:30, we're going to see that pick up. From 8:15 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. Eastern, we're going to see what we colloquially, what kind of arrow is that? We're going to see what we colloquially call here the danger zone. So we'll be watching that together and seeing if the big bankers, those slippery little salamanders, come out to play, or if we're going to go higher or crab walk. We're going to be finding that out in just about 14 minutes. We'll be watching that together. Let's see here. Let's go to the breaking gold and silver news, but quick shout out to HeroBullion.com. They've got their starter pack. 5 ounces of silver at spot, shipped to you for free. It's $326.10. Not long ago, spot was under $300. Pick this up before it's $400, ladies and gentlemen. It's shipped straight to your house in a nice little orange satchel. They've got other deals going on too as well. They've got silver at and below spot in their deals. Some nice constitutional, tasty 90% silver. They've got gold. They've got gold grams. They've got this poured bar, 79 cents under spot. So do yourself a favor and check out one of the proud sponsor of this channel, HeroBullion.com. All right, let's go here to the breaking gold and silver news. And guys, look at that. Dan Walda has been a Diamond Claw member for 4 months. Can we get a Diamond Claws in the chat for Dan? And I appreciate all the channel members, ladies and gentlemen. It's viewers like you that help me do what I do. And a big shout out to all the Diamond Claw level channel members here. I really appreciate you. If your name's not up there, email me, internationalstacker@gmail.com. It should be because I did a full audit. But if I messed up, let me know. But the question to everyone in chat right now is, who has Diamond Claws?
Diamond Claws.
Okay, guys, make sure you're following me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at INTL Stacker. International wouldn't fit those slippery little salamanders. Let's go to the first piece of news here. Now we're talking the watch out situations for the week. I put this out every week. Yesterday, Monday, was a slow day. Now we're starting to get some stuff happening. Tomorrow is the big La Bamba. The July CPI is going to be huge, followed by PPI is the next big one. And then July retail sales is going to have some implications as well. But what's happening today? Today we're looking at existing home sales and 3-year treasury auctions. What the heck does that mean, International Stacker? Well, go to my website, internationalstacker.com. And guys, sign up for my mailing list on here. I just sent my first email yesterday telling people about the Megaga. So if you don't want to miss giveaways and other things in the future, make sure you sign up for that. But you can see the gold, silver, copper, platinum, palladium, and gold to silver ratio charts on here anytime, day or night. Look, you can look at markets around the world. You could get access to pretty cool resources here. But the key thing I want to show you here right now, ladies and gentlemen, is my news and blog. I put out every week, I put out weekly watchouts, and I put out this post yesterday on SpaceX and their Terrafab and how that could create a giant silver shock. So do go read that. But if you click here on the Gold and Silver Weekly watchouts, I break down the whole week. I try to explain everything from a perspective of you don't... I tried to explain everything on here to teach you how to fish, not give you the fish. Does that make sense? Not everyone understands what this means, so I tried to explain it on here. So here we go. This is what we're watching today, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday, August 11th, 2026. Existing home sales drop at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Tuesday brings another look at one of the most interest rate sensitive areas of the U.S. economy, housing. Existing home sales measures how many previously owned homes were sold during the month. Because home sales are highly sensitive to mortgage rates, the report can give us clues, read the tea leaves, about consumer strength, affordability, and high interest rates affecting the broader economy. Existing home sales are not normally a major driver or catalyst for gold and silver, but the report becomes more interesting following the last week's job report, ladies and gentlemen. So if sales disappoint, housing activity weakens, treasury yields fall, markets increase expectations of easier monetary policy, that's bullish for gold and silver. Okay, let's go here to the 3-year treasury auction. Today begins the important 3-day test of the demand of U.S. government debt. The U.S. Treasury is selling 3-year notes to investors, and the strength or weakness of the demand at this auction will give us another signal, another clue about the U.S. government's appetite for debt. We get the 3-year, 10-year, and 30-year. Here's what's bullish. If it's strong demand, auction stops through, treasury yields fall, U.S. dollar weakens, that is bullish for silver. So that is today's weekly gold and silver watch out situations. And if I remember, because sometimes I forget, I will put out a post later today on what the results of these were at 10 and 1 p.m. respectively. Here's the next piece of breaking news. And thank you, Gene Garvin, for subscribing. You, sir, are mega. It now takes 3 mines, 3 silver mines, ladies and gentlemen, to do what only one mine did before. Steve San Angelo on the SRS Rocker report just updated troubling production trend at Fresnillo. That's one of the world's largest primary silver producers. The numbers tell quite a bit of a story. 2018, their peak was 60 million ounces in production. 2026, 44 to 44.5. But the real story is what's happening underground. Back in 2008, the flagship mine alone produced 33.5 million ounces of silver. By 2023, it took 3 mines. The Fresnillo, the Sasita. I can't say this. Saucito, and San Julian to produce 34.5 million ounces, nearly the same amount of silver from 3 mines. So forget the names. This one mine did it all by themselves before, and now it has to bring in its friends to help. And now Juan Giuseppio has been added as the 4th major operation. Why does this matter? More mines, more ore processed, more energy, more workers, higher costs, ladies and gentlemen. All to fight declining production and falling ore grades. And there's another warning sign here. There's proven and probable silver reserves for Fresnillo, excluding the new Jancipio mine, fell to from 547 million ounces peak in 2015 to only 288 million, nearly halved. San Angelo believes it's the Juanicipio itself will eventually begin declining, potentially leaving 4 mines producing only modestly more silver than Fresnillo and produced years ago. And this fits a much bigger trend I've covered before, ad nauseum on this channel. Why? Remember, since 2016, global production has been declining around the world from 1 to 3%. Why? Aging mines, declining ore grades, relatively few primary silver mines, difficulty replacing depleted production with other new projects. Fresnillo may be one of the clearest examples of the problem. More mines and more inputs are increasingly required just to maintain silver output. And remember, much of the world's silver is produced as a byproduct from mining other metals like copper, like gold. So, So, keep that in mind. Meaning higher silver prices alone cannot bring on more supply quickly. Because like 20% is direct silver mines. The rest is a byproduct. This isn't just about one mine or one company. It's a much larger supply story. Here's the video here. I guarantee you should go watch it. It's a good one. But ladies and gentlemen, there's trouble in paradise. Who would love to see $500 an ounce gold? Put in chat or silver. Put it or gold. I would love to see 500 ounce gold, and I'd load the truck up. But who would love to see $500 an ounce silver? Put 500 in chat. I think silver will go berserk. Period. Michael Oliver, ladies and gentlemen, is not backing down. In an interview with the Deep Dive feed, Michael Oliver, momentum structural analyst, is doubling down on one of his boldest silver calls out there, $300 to $500 silver. Now, if you remember, he was saying he thought this would happen by the end of summer. I don't know if August is technically summer or not. Is August? I think August is summer, June, July, August. I think August is, I don't know. But he still believes it's going to happen. He says, yes, even after the brutal correction from January highs, Oliver argues that most of the actual damage happened in just a handful of trading days during the initial collapse. Since then, he says the market has been wearing out investors, especially late buyers who chased near the highs. But here's where his argument gets really interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Kenzo, for the jewels. Oliver compared silver with other major metals going back to the 1980s highs. Copper, gold, aluminum, zinc, and others now trade at multiples of their 1980 levels. Silver is the only one modestly above its famous $50 high. So these are all trading right now at multiples from its 1980s levels, but silver is not, ladies and gentlemen. So his theory is when the market stays too low for too long, it doesn't always normalize gradually. It can explode the other way. Oliver believes silver may be approaching that moment. He says the long-term momentum structure was not broken by the correction, and a breakout from the current congestion could trigger a very different kind of move. I think silver will go berserk, he says, and he says the real driver isn't the latest war, COMEX positioning, or headlines of the day. He says it's the continued degradation of fiat currency. His words, the dollar, the euro, the yen, they're all worthless pieces of paper. Oliver still believes $300 to $500 silver will occur. Crustacean Nation, do you agree? And if you agree, when do you think it will happen? Here we go. Oh, before this, I want to read. Okay, before I do this one, I need to go here first. Okay, here we go. Rand Paul just confirmed it. Yes, the gold is there. 147 million ounces, he says. Senator Rand Paul just addressed the long-running Fort Knox question. Yes, the gold is there, approximately 147 million ounces, but Paul says the real lesson isn't simply that the gold exists. It's what happened to the U.S. dollar since America severed its link to gold in 1971. Now remember, Rand Paul is a senator. His father was a representative. Rand Paul yesterday, he is a senator in Kentucky. Where's Fort Knox? Kentucky. He went to Fort Knox yesterday, said he was going in. According to Paul, the dollar has lost roughly 85% of its value since 71. Prices are higher due to the dollar being weaker. U.S. runs annual deficits around $2 trillion. Fed creates dollars to buy the debt. Every new dollar dilutes the purchasing power of the dollars already in people's pockets. Ladies and gentlemen, they're printing it into oblivion. Then he delivered the key line, gold does not expand when Congress spends, paper does. That is the difference, ladies and gentlemen. The Fort Knox confirmation answers one question, if you believe it, which I don't. Do you guys believe it? The gold's all there? I don't. Paul's bigger point is why gold still matters today. Gold can't be created by Congress, can't be printed by the Fed. Gold supply doesn't expand just because Washington runs another $1 trillion deficit. Paper does. Maybe that's the real lesson from Fort Knox. But ladies and gentlemen, something crazy happened. Monaco 64 covered this. He went deep. He looked at all the statements and he found something shocking. Did Rand Paul accidentally reveal more U.S. gold than we were told exists? Nearly 15,000 tons. Senator Rand Paul just visited Fort Knox to see America's gold. And Monaco 64, great creator, guys on YouTube. Go check him out. Breaks down how before going inside, he said, our country has about 147 million ounces of gold. Later, he posted a very different number, 477 million ounces. There's just one problem. The U.S. Treasury's long-standing figure is 261.5 million ounces. That's 8,133 tons. So now we have three different numbers, 147 million, 477 million, 261.5 million. Which one's right, ladies and gentlemen? For a visit that was supposed to provide some reassurance about America's gold, that raises even more questions. And there's another important distinction here. Visiting Fort Knox and seeing gold is not the same thing as conducting a full independent audit. A comprehensive audit could verify the gold's weight, purity, records, and whether it's encumbered. Remember, we could have that whole thing full of, we could have the whole vault full of gold, but it could be owned by another country. Doesn't mean it's ours. That's called being encumbered. Does another country or entity have a claim on it, a claim check? And the timing of all this makes it even more interesting because this Friday marks 55 years since President Nixon closed the gold window, taking us off the gold standard in 1971. And thank you so much, Future Motive, for gifting that membership. It went to MF Bass. Congratulations, MF Bass. Maybe the real question, ladies and gentlemen, isn't just, is the gold in Fort Knox? Maybe it's exactly how much gold is there and why is it not independently verified? But here's a wild question. What if the 477 million ounces wasn't just a mistake? Could Paul have accidentally referenced a number the public is not supposed to know? When a sitting U.S. senator walks through Fort Knox and then posts the number 215 million ounces above the Treasury's official holdings, you know stackers are going to ask questions. Here's the full video here. Go check it down. And again, I want to say thank you to Future Motive for gifting the first soup of the channel, of the live stream. Guys, when we have gifted memberships in here, we call it soup. There's lots of hungry crustaceans. If you want to find out more about the lore of this channel, go to internationalstacker.com, click channel lore, and this breaks down all the inside jokes, where the crab thing came from with Crustacean Nation, Daisy the Camel, Viola, it's got everything, and right here, the no soup for John meme. But now that Future Motive gifted the first soup of the stream, I'm happy to say the soup kitchen is open.
We've got hungry crustaceans.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving away 100 ounces of gold, 169 ounces of copper. I'm sorry, no, not 100 ounces of gold. No, strike that. I'm giving away 100 ounces of silver. There we go. 169 ounces of copper and some gold in the upcoming Mega Ga. All you got to do is be subscribed for that. Turn on the notifications. You're not going to want to miss it. Not 100 ounces of gold. But the reason I said gold is I do have the side quest here. This is the big, beautiful bounty. That is a little piece of gold in there. But I dropped this in from Germania Mint last night. 1/1000th Germania Mint. Come on, focus. Look at that beauty. That is in the soup bowl, along with other silver, a lot of expensive pieces. So who's going to win that big, beautiful bounty? Wyvern says, I am, and he gifted a membership that went to TDAWG. Congratulations, TDA. Okay. We are now in the danger zone, ladies and gentlemen. And that's every morning from 8:15 Eastern to 8:30 a.m. Eastern. That's when the big bankers usually try to attack us. But I got a couple more pieces of news I wanted to cover real quick. So real quick, here we go. August 11th has a wild history with gold. Here's what happened. This day in sound money history, ladies and gentlemen. August 11th, 1971. President Richard Nixon and the budget director George Shultz privately discussed closing the gold window. Under the Bretton Woods system, foreign governments could still convert U.S. dollars into physical gold at $35 an ounce. But U.S. gold reserves were under extreme pressure as foreign dollar holdings grew. According to the official historical record, Schultz recommended on today an immediate closing of the gold window. Just 4 days later, on this Friday, August 15th, 1971, Nixon suspended the dollar's convertibility into gold, and I'll say air quote, temporarily. The final official link between the U.S. dollar and gold was about to be severed. August 11, 2005, the U.S. government announced it had recovered 10 genuine 1933 double eagle coins. About 445,000 of them were struck that year, but none of them were officially released. They were kept in-house. Nearly all were ordered to be melted, yet some escaped. The 10 coins resurfaced decades later when the Langbord family submitted them to the U.S. Mint for authentication to see if they were real in 2004. The Mint authenticated them as genuine 1933 double eagles, seized them, asserting that they were U.S. government property, those slippery little salamanders. And on August 11th, the Mint publicly announced the discovery of the coins and said that they secured them in Fort Knox. Two very different moments in American gold history on the same date, ladies and gentlemen. 1971, the final days of the dollar convertibility. In 2005, legendary coins were never supposed to leave the Mint. Wow, wow, wow. I got a couple more pieces of news here, but real quick, Victor says, I missed that one. Victor says, I saw the Mega God video. I forgot there was a password Easter egg and still somehow found the password on screen. Congratulations, Victor. And Al Hint says, Fort Knox only holds 56% of the U.S. gold. The rest is at West Point, Denver, and New York. Thank you for that. Now, Victor, did I send you an email back? I need Victor. If you haven't sent me an email, I don't remember. Send me an email. Hey, Bill Stacker, Denmo, and Daily, Toilet Brush, No Sadat. It's about being put on the soup pedestal. I've got a couple of questions for you before we do that, so please email me, internationalstacker@gmail.com, those 6 names. And Master of High Frequency says that big, beautiful bounty is his. He just gifted 10 memberships. That went to Vicky. It went to the kid. It went to Buy Bitcoin. It went to Mr. Scribbles, Mama, Coopter, Poke, Lance, BBQ, MJD. Congratulations. Check out those new custom channel member emojis. And thank you so much, Master of High Frequency. Okay, you replied to me. Thank you, Victor. Okay. We got a few more pieces of news here I want to cover while we're in the danger zone. We are seeing some downward pressure on gold and silver. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a panicking. Are you? Okay, here we go. I just covered that one. Here we go. Alert, Fed hawks warn multiple rate hikes may be coming. Markets, they didn't care, ladies and gentlemen. First, it was Fed Governor Lisa Cook on the 5th. I am prepared to act by raising rates if necessary. Today, Cleveland Fed President Beth Hammock just went even further, saying 125 basis point move probably doesn't do a whole lot for the economy. So it's probably some number of rate hikes in the future. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Hammock isn't talking about whether one rate hike, I should say, not cut. One rate hike is needed. She's suggesting multiple rate hikes may be needed. Hammock, who already dissented in favor of the hike at the last Fed meeting, also said that current rates aren't meaningfully restricting the economy. When I'm talking to businesses, she says, I'm not hearing that they're sensing any restraint. So to me, that says now is the time to act. So Now we have multiple hawkish Fed voices warning that rates may need to go higher. Yet look at the metals market, ladies and gentlemen. Gold is still climbing. Silver is still climbing. Normally, increase in hawkish rate expectations would be a major headwind for precious metals. Instead, gold and silver keep grinding higher. When markets start treating threats of higher rates like background noise, I pay attention, ladies and gentlemen, and I believe you should as well. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs, because it may mean something much bigger than the next Fed meeting is driving the demand for precious metals. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been on the record since Warsh was named, before he was put in, that his next action that will be taken is a rate cut. I'm standing behind that. I do not believe rate hikes are coming. If I'm wrong, boy, will my face be red, but I'm on record. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm shouting it from the rooftops. I think the next issue to come is a rate cut, and we'll see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got 800 people on the stream. Thank you so much. And that means we're only, 28 likes away from 250. I know we could do that. The next 28 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 7 months.
It's science.
Here we go. The next one. Is the real silver deficit actually 5 billion troy ounces, ladies and gentlemen? A new deep dive analysis makes a massive claim. The real cumulative silver deficit over the last 8 years may exceed 5 billion with a B ounces. That's dramatically larger than the official Silver Institute numbers. So, where does the author say those missing silver is hiding? Well, let's look at it. Number one, historical demand was revised way down. Comparing old Silver Institute reports to newer data, the author calculates 1.1 billion ounces of previously reported industrial demand was removed from 2011 to 2020. It was deleted. Add jewelry and silver revisions in there. That total is 1.3 billion missing. Number two, the solar numbers raise another huge question. Global silver installations have exploded, yet reported PV silver demand is around 151 million ounces, according to the Silver Institute, and falling. The explanation is aggressive silver thrifting, but the author argues that the reductions required look unrealistically aggressive, especially as more silver-intensive technologies like TOPCon solar cells expanded. Okay, what's the number three reason he's saying? Is recycling being overestimated? Reported recycling of now 200 million ounces annually, including roughly 120 million ounces of industrial scrap. But recovering tiny amounts of silver from electronics, data centers, and advanced equipment can be difficult and uneconomical. The author argues real-world recovery rates may therefore be significantly lower than the balance sheet assumes. Here's the bombshell, ladies and gentlemen. After rebuilding the numbers using higher industrial demand, higher solar consumption, lower recycling, the author estimates the 2026 silver deficit alone could be 1.2 billion ounces, larger than the published figure. Extend those adjustments over 8 years, you're talking 5 billion ounces of cumulative silver shortfall hidden by the Silver Institute, allegedly. Important, this is an alternative reconstruction, not a proven $5 billion ounce deficit. But if even a fraction of this analysis is directly correct, ladies and gentlemen, the physical silver market could be far tighter than the headline numbers suggest. And eventually, physical supply and demand may meet somewhere. Price discovery. So, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. There's the giant iceberg of silver, the crustacean, looking deeper into it, reading the tea leaves. Okay, we got one more piece of news here. Then we're going back to the charts here as we are in the danger zone. We got the last candle in the danger zone. Let's do a quick baby gator here to help out.
Try to do the baby gator noise. Here we go. How do you do the baby gator noise? I don't know. Whoa, whoa, what was that? It was a giant lizard just jumped. That thing was massive. I thought I actually summoned an alligator for a second there.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, some scientists say that 90% of the time, every time we do that, it can turn a red candle green or a green candle to a BGC. So we're about to see here. Smash the like button if you're having fun and you believe it. Here's the last piece of news this morning. Breaking. Historic first. Silver just beat gold in a gold-loving nation. Something remarkable just happened in a country where gold has been deeply embedded in culture, religion, and wealth preservation for centuries. Silver imports just surpassed gold imports by the value for the first time on record in Nepal. Remember, Nepal is that little country. It's on the border of China and India. It's where Mount Everest is. You got to go to Kathmandu if you want to climb it. So here's the numbers, ladies and gentlemen. Silver imports rose 366% to 32.7 billion of their currency. Silver volume up 108%, 104.29 tons. Gold imports were 1.52 tons, worth about 29.15 billion of their currency. What really stood out, ladies and gentlemen, a large portion of that silver wasn't just for jewelry. It was being bought as an investment. Traders told Kathmandu Post that most of the silver granules imported last fiscal year were purchased for investment purposes. Why the sudden rush, ladies and gentlemen? Gold became increasingly affordable for many. Weak stocks pushed people to tangible assets. Silver offered a more accessible store of value for bigger percentage upside potential. Much of the metal arrived as high-purity silver granules, mainly from Dubai and China, which are commonly converted locally into investment bars, silverware, and jewelry. Important reality check, silver later experienced a sharp correction. Some buyers who piled in near the highs are now underwater. A reminder that chasing parabolic moves can be painful, but when in doubt, zoom out, ladies and gentlemen. Even in a deeply traditional gold culture, investors rotated into silver once gold became moved beyond the reach of ordinary buyers in terms of its cost. Gold remains a primary monetary metal for many, but silver may increasingly play the role as the more accessible people's precious metals. Nepal just gave us a real world example. There's an article there if you want to go read that. Going back to the charts, it appears the baby gator has worked.
It's science.
And West Texas Stacker says, not silver related, but I hear YouTube is changing watch hour Yeah. So for YouTube to get monetized, you used to have 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. Now it's double that, 8,000 watch hours. Oof. So if you're a creator and you're close, get there. Otherwise, it's about to double. West Tech. Okay, I read that. Twisted here says, I got the topper and the patch. Thank you. Awesome, Twisted. I'm happy you got that. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Hoya Guru, for gifting a membership. That went to Joker's Wild. Congratulations, Joker's Wild. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. All channel members get access to the channel member only live stream here on YouTube called The War Room. What happens in the War Room stays in the War Room. Clothing is not optional. You must be fully clothed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, each one of these crab bags I'm giving away to you. They all have silver, they all have copper, some have gold. Literally, some of these have 5-6 ounces of silver in them. I'm giving away over 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold in the upcoming mega giveaway. So make sure, ladies and gentlemen, for the love of God, you enter my mega giveaway, The link is being dropped by moderators right now in chat. Now, this is the big, beautiful bounty for whoever gets a gifted membership to Kaltenberg. It's No Soup for Cal. This is a one-of-a-kind. It's 000s. This is the prototype. It's the first round ever made for me by Reckless Metals. There was only like 4 of these produced for the last Megaga. This is a different one from the Battle Crab variant, and it's a one-of-a-kind, so that's in there. 1 ounce of silver. 1 ounce Diamond Claws in there as well, poured by SGT Stacking. We've also got some 40 and 90% silver in there. And we also have from Rocky Superstar. Thank you, Rocky. He's got his little cards in here, 1 grain of silver, 1/4 grain of gold. And from Germanium Mint, we've added last night a 1/1000th ounce gold BU. Look at that puppy. Ladies and gentlemen, that bounty just got bigger. Thank you for the jewel, Steven. As ladies and gentlemen, we are officially out of the danger zone. Now, out of the danger zone, does that mean the attacks will end? No, it doesn't. But traditionally, most of the attacks come during the danger zone in the morning. When in doubt, zoom out. We are definitely on an uptrend here. So if you can see this, that is an uptrend. We could be breaking lower, though. Look at that. We're kind of breaking that uptrend. But since about 2:30 a.m. Eastern, we've been on an uptrend. Will this break lower here? We're going to keep watching it to see. Let's see what gold's looking like. Gold is still in its uptrend this morning. And we got the first piece of data to drop at, 10 a.m.? On the watchouts, yeah, 10 a.m. So you can see this is that uptrend. That gold is still in it. It's about to take out our next target here. of 4,392.44. Let's see here. Okay, it took it out. So we have taken that out. Our next target is now going to be 4,402.41. So we're going to see if gold continues in that uptrend. Silver is wanting to do it. We could get a DTB here. Something I only say on this channel in low breath, ladies and gentlemen.
The devil's teabag.
Okay. So we're going to keep watching that. Gold to silver ratio sitting at 67.59 ounces of silver for every ounce of gold. And Shanghai, guys, this is opening. Don't go anywhere. This is the big La Bamba. This is opening in about 28 minutes, the Shanghai Futures Exchange. And ladies and gentlemen, it has been making the markets very interesting for about the last year. For some time, it was running like a $15 to $20 premium. Earlier this year, it was $10. Now it's around $7 premium between the East and the West, which means you could have a bunch of silver in the West. The East picks it up, and they can immediately get $7 more an ounce for it. It's called arbitrage. Now, everyday folks like you and me can't do it, but big governmental players and institutions certainly can. So we are at a turning point here with silver. It looks like it's trying to break back above into this upward channel here. So we're going to see what happens there, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's go to X, formerly known as Twitter. Let's see what you guys are saying right now. Look at this, guys. Charlie Hess has picked up this 5-ounce beast last week. Whoa. Look at that. Wow. Let me put that out. Who's still stacking, guys? What did you pick up this week? Put it in the chat. And how many ounces? Was it silver? Was it gold? What did you get? Okay, let's go here. Charlie is still stacking. Are you? Let's go here. Let's go point. Bam, bam, bam. Beep, 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 beep. And I always put this in everything. Okay. Good news says AKAH. Thank you, FGK, for sharing my tweet. Chris Shimmick says live in 5. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Lewis, for putting out the live stream. Thank you, Future Motive. Thank you, Scott. Okay, we're caught up there. We'll go here for breaking news. Let's come back to the charts. Now let's see what you guys are picking up. Let me look up a chat. Okay. Was the premium ever equal? No, in normal times, air quote times, Hoya Guru, the premium was like 50 cents. It was like 50 cents difference, 50 cents a dollar, something like that. Okay, North Star picked up 400 gram Scottsdale stackers. Those are beauties. Congratulations on that. Dan Banks picked up 2 1-ounce kangaroos. Awesome, from the Perth Mint. That's amazing. Early Rare Coin says, could that be the new emoji? Took out a target emoji. Oh, we could. Hit the target video character. Okay, maybe it could be a target. Maybe. See what else anyone else picked up. Oh, Cyberlink picked up some platinum. Cool. Mongo Lake Candy says, cleaning out the attic last week. Stuff to sell at Annual's world's largest yard sale. We found a 1/10 ounce and a 1/4 ounce gold eagle in a box from our grandfather. Awesome. Nothing better than accidental gold stacking. I love that. Where and when can I purchase a diamond claw? Jim Reeves, it would be after the Mega Ga. I will announce it after the Mega Ga. As soon as I talk to SGT about it, we figure it out. But in the Mega Ga, every single crab bag, every single prize is going to win a diamond claw. Still stacking silver. Got 10 to 12 ounces the past few days, says Twisted Man. Congratulations, Twisted T-Man. Oxby says, big spender this week. Got 1 ounce Jaeger mini bar and 1/10 ounce Libertad. I can't do it. I'm trying to do like the Mexican. I can't do it. But congratulations. That's awesome, Oxby. Big Green Stacker says, that first password was very sneaky, but I found it. Yeah. You know what's funny? A lot of people that find the password are looking at it the small way, but they don't know they can look at it the big way, if you catch my drift. Drainer here says, I got $20 face value junk dimes, $3 under spot. Congratulations, Drano. I think a lot of people are going to be upset when gold and silver run, the premium returns back to 90%. I think people are going to be like, why the heck Why the heck did I not buy more 90% when it was on sale? I really do believe that. Not a financial advisor, just some dude on the internet with crabs. I Poop 7 Color says my latest buy was 5 kilo copper from Geiger. Sick. Owen, reporting in from Ireland, says, I've seen the article you referenced by Silver Dragons in his video. If so, what is your opinion? Oh, have you seen? Give me more. Owen, what article? You got to give me more than that. I haven't found the passport yet, says I Poop 7 Covers. Brent Roof says, hi, I picked up 6 American Silver Eagles in 4 rounds for $60 a pop. Wow. American Silver Eagles for 60. Make sure you ping them, Brent. Make sure they're real. That deal almost sounds too good to be true. Ping
Thanks
them.
for getting so bad. Can you tell me which one of these Morgan silver dollars is fake? Which of these Mercury dimes is real and fake? Is this slabbed American Silver Eagle real? Look at this 90% Milwaukee Liberty. Ladies and gentlemen, all of those coins except this one, plated in gold, were fake. Either you can spend $3,500 plus on a Sigma Metalytics Verifier Pro, or you can invest in something that one of the Crustacean Nation created. It is the Pocket Pinger by Sound Money. Passed. That was the real one. Failed. That Walking Liberty. Failed. Ladies and gentlemen, it's only $38. Link is in the description below. You get the Pocket Pinger, you get the stick, you get access to the free phone application. It's literal science. $38 can protect you from a fake silver coin, a fake gold coin, even fake silver bars, and 90%. And it helps support the channel too, so thank you so much. Click the link below. I believe it's mandatory for all stackers, and it's only $38. Protect your stack now.
If you want to stay healthy, you got to whack your stack, ladies and gentlemen. Dropping the mic picked up 20 MS70 slabbed Australian koalas for spot. Wow, guys, and that's what I'm talking about. Let the deals dictate your buys. He got 20 70s Australian koalas at spot price. If you can buy numismatic coins slabbed for the spot price or the same as a normal non-slabbed, it only makes sense to do that. That's going to give you huge value in the future. That is amazing, dropping the mic. Wow. I would have popped on that in a second. The 45th the foot has been a crustacean commander for 2 months, dropping an M in chat. Well, I give you my salute, the 45th, for being a crustacean commander. And ladies and gentlemen, we got 750 people on the stream, and we're only 13 likes away from 300 likes. I know we could do it. The next 13 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 64 months.
It's science.
Bang. Let's see here. I'm going to pin the link for the Pocket Pinger in chat. Guys, pick it up. He does multi-packs, I believe, so pick up a multi-pack and give some away for Christmas or birthdays. It's not going to be $38 forever. Inflation makes everything go up. There's no rumors of him raising prices, but eventually he will have to raise prices. Inflation, every year, it's not conspiracy. It's true. It's on the Federal Reserve's website, and they're not federal. They're not a reserve. Brent says, I pinged all 10 ASCs plus the rounds, all Sigma Verify. Congratulations, man. That is a good deal. Wow. Congratulations. Now, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We're about to have the opening of the Shanghai Futures Exchange, and this could get explosive. When we get a little bit closer, I'm going to be asking you guys if you're team green or if you are team red. And whoever gets it right is going to get a prize. A non-monetary prize. There we go. Who's going to be? So 72.65. Oh, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, we did hit the shipping show. Or we did hit the shipping goal. We set a goal for Megagosh shipping, and we hit it before we even went live, so thank you so much. And that means it's time for the big show.
Welcome to the 4th annual Crystal Light National Aerobic Championship, featuring regional finalists from all across the United States competing for the title of America's Best Aerobic Athlete. Presenting the reigning 1987 Crystal Light National Aerobic Champions.
Introducing the 4-time Crystal Light Champion,
4-time
International Stacker.
Thank you so much for the support, ladies and gentlemen. And AG Odry says, if you think the 10-ounce Han Solo is expensive now, keep waiting. I know. I got to get one. I know. Designs by JVL. Thank you for the jewels, Uncle Ert. Oxby says, oh, I got that one. Man, 20 MS70 koalas at spot price. Are you kidding me? Oh, my goodness. That is the buy of the week, I've heard. That is the buy of the week. And ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to get a rebound here in silver, climbing to a possible BGC.
It's science.
Breaking back above 65, looking to get back into this trough, ladies and gentlemen, right before Shanghai opens. This could be explosive. So say 65. Yeah, we're about $7.60 premium. Okay, let's see if we can push higher here and get back in this little trough, this little channel, this upward channel. Let's see if we can hop back in there. It hopped out like a, a frog jumping out of the frying pan, I guess you could say. Let's see if we can get back in there. It's looking strong, 65.04. A green candle going higher on silver. Gold says, hold my beer. I'm coming with you. Gold right now, 4,394.42 on a BGC, headed for 4,400. And then our next target of 4,402. Ladies and gentlemen, all I could say is buckle up. Shanghai is opening now in 18 minutes. What's going to happen? Put in chat. Are we going higher? Are we going lower? BGC, BRC, let me know. But here's what I want to let you guys know. We're only 20 subscribers away from 69,700 on our march to 70,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Please subscribe. Please turn on the notifications. You got to be subscribed anyway from the Mega Go. I'm giving away over 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold. All you got to do is subscribe. Go here. My very last video, enter the Mega giveaway. There are now over 11,545 entries. Don't miss out. I'm giving away so much. And then make sure you go here to the live stream, click notify me, click the like button, because you do not want to miss it. People miss it every time I hear it. So here comes the Mega God link, and here comes the Mega God live stream link as well. Thank you, Amina, for the treasure chest. Whoa. Drop of the mic says wholesaler didn't update prices on the list since 56.50. Deals always dictate my buys except for pours. Congratulations, that's amazing. Thank you, old Trapper, for the chest as well. I appreciate that. AG Odry says, you know why they made a 3D Death Star too? I know they made a 3D Death Star. I just need to shut up and buy it is what I need to do. David, thank you for the chest. Wow, guys, we got a chest train going on. 3 chests within quick succession. Thank you so much for that. Wow, David, thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now 16 and a half minutes away from the Shanghai Futures Exchange opening. Go nowhere. Look at this. Sicilian stacker still stacking. There it is, the Costco 50th edition. Guys, I think this is going to be worth something. I could be wrong, but I feel some tingling inside of my stacker mind. I think these Costco 50th edition are eventually going to be worth something more than spot. This is the 5 ouncer. They have 1 ouncer. So if I had a Costco membership and I lived near a Costco, I would definitely pick up a couple. Not something I would stack like millions of, but I would pick up a couple. Just one, it's an interesting piece, but two, I think they might have some resellability here in the not too distant future. Did you get the packages, Okie Stacker? Or the package? Probably. I have not picked it up yet, but Mrs. IS just ran out to town. Let me text her so she doesn't forget. 1 second. Okay, I just texted her not to forget it. Hoya Guru just gifted a membership. That went to Alex Stevenson. And guys, Hoya Guru, mydct.com, he bought 12 of these Reckless Metals IS rounds. He sold them all, raising money for the Funkos Down Syndrome Association. So far, he breaks it all down here. So far, he raised over $800 after shipping and look at this. 16. Shipping is expensive now, guys. Materials are, and he didn't even include material fees in here. So he's raised $800 so far. The last one is up for auction, and look at this puppy here, ladies and gentlemen. $2,325. So it looks like he's going to raise nearly $2,000 for that association. Pretty cool. If you need the variant, it's still up. Number 35. Let's put this over here. I'll drop that link in chat, ladies and gentlemen, in case you want to just watch it or you want to partake. It is for a good cause. eBay. I'm dropping it in chat right now. eBay link. There you go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're pushing higher here. It looks like silver's imminently going to jump right back in this upward channel here, saying, hold my Mrs. International Stacker coffee. Guys, should I put golden tickets in Mrs. IS coffee for the Megaga? Would that be crazy? I don't know. Would that be crazy? Should I put golden tickets in there? Okay. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you smash like, ladies and gentlemen. We're only 10 likes away from a 350 like stream. Next 10 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 6 months.
It's science.
And now we're 19 subscribers away from 69,700. Thank you so much. Drop the mic says, did you pick up the MS-70 Eagles $2 over spot from Minnow Coin flash sale 2 months ago? No, I didn't even know about that. I would have. But I didn't know about it. I hope you did. Are golden tickets food grade? Yeah, well, they wouldn't actually be in the coffee. They would be with the coffee. I was thinking about that, Kaltenberg. And guys, we got Kaltenberg in chat. And we're only 6 gifted memberships away from playing the No Soup for Cal song. But I was actually thinking about getting some silver coffee beans made and then randomly including them, not in the coffee, but with a coffee, randomly including them with like 10 orders. Would that be sick? I don't know. Silver coffee? I was thinking about that. A little silver coffee bean. SGT, can you make a coffee bean? Look at that. Kallenberg saying, soup me, baby. Okay, we are just 12 and a half minutes away from Shanghai opening. Thank you for gifting that membership, Future Motive. That went to Dean, Drex, Ander. Oh, Dean Drill. No, Dean Dree Alexander. There you go. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. High Frequency came in, gifted 5. That went to Yomi. Went to Dan 20. Tolga and Jeff, congratulations. Check out your new custom channel member emojis. When are you coming out with the IST bags? We're not doing tea. I stopped at coffee. I only did coffee because you guys demanded it. You demanded it. No, I'm not doing the Mrs. IST. I'm not doing it. We did it, guys. We hit 20 gifted memberships, and I hate to say it. No soup for Cal.
Sir, I want some more.
No soup for John.
Taste the soup.
Good soup.
No soup for you.
Did you guys see Donna Sim pop her head up at the end there? Who saw it? If you saw it, put Donna in chat. Too bad you have to buy a tube at Costco of the 250. Oh, you have to buy a tube? I didn't know that. I thought you could buy individuals. How much is the tube? How much over spot is it, Scrap Metal? Do you know? Hoya Guru says, how about Mrs. IS bourbon? Or bao bun. Not bourbon, bao bun. Bao bun. I think I know what a bao bun is. It's oh, did you mean bourbon? But there's something called a bao bun. Yeah. Did you mean a bao bun or did you mean bourbon? Let me know. Donna Sim says, I'm a peeper. I'm gonna next time I play it, I'm gonna remind you guys to look. It's funny. Did you mean bourbon or bao bun? Brent here says, hi IS, I tasted some shiny proof. I tested some shiny proof like Eagles for a friend. Didn't register on the Sigma and was confused. I pulled out to the strong magnet. All were still core, but looked nice. Great job, Brent. Guys, Brent found it. You know who else would have found that? The pocket pinger. Good job, Brent, for Did you save your friend? Or did he buy them already? Bourbon. Mrs. IS does not make bourbon. She certainly does not make bourbon. Radio Joe says Costco sells them in tubes, but they also have individual 5 and 1 ounce. I found them on eBay. 1 ounce going for $100, 5 ounce going for $420. What does a tube of those cost? How much over spot is it? Boy Grammy says, what if we demand the DTP? Demand it all you want. I'm not getting in the coffee business. Or I'm not getting in the tea business. You guys already forced me in the coffee business. By the way, if you guys want to sip with me like a king crab in the morning, check it out. Mrs. International Stacker Coffee comes in medium and dark roast. Comes in 12 ounce and 1 pound. Comes in whole bean or ground. Brewed from Mrs. IS secret blend passed down through generations of crustaceans. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. International Stacker Coffee. Sip like a king crab. And it actually looks like that. It actually looks like the picture. So I'm going to be bringing some of these to the meet and greet. I'm going to be giving some coffee away on the meet and greet and some coffee away on the Mega Ga. So guys, I do something here called the Hidden Hoard. I go across America doing meet and greets and hiding silver for you guys to find. We did it in Dahlonega, Georgia. Littlefoot Silver Stacker won that. East Tennessee won it in Knoxville. Sage Fly Baby won it in Orlando. Ben Bateman won it in Springfield. And in a couple weeks, August 27th, I haven't sent out the email yet. I'll send it out soon. But August 27th, I'm going to be at the ANA, American Numismatic Association Coin Show in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Inside the show, I'm going to do a channel member or channel subscriber meet and greet. We're going to meet. We're going to make a video. I'm going to give away swag. I'm going to give away some silver and some fun stuff. Then after that, I will post the Hidden Hoard online, sponsored by HeroBoyan.com. There will be 5-ounce silver bar hidden inside the American Numismatic Association show. If you want to be entered into that, click here, go join exclusive subscriber meet and greets. Click this Google form, fill it out, so that way I can email you the information. So go to internationalstacker.com and Hidden Hoard. I think soon I'm going to be adding Texas to this. I may be adding North Carolina to this soon. I'm working on Canada. I'm working on Australia, New Zealand. More to come, ladies and gentlemen. Don't sleep on the Hidden Hoard. Okay, here we go. Thank you for that. This isn't it, though. This is not it. This is the America 250 round. No. This is different. The Costco one. Let me show you what the Costco one looks like. The Costco looks like this. It has Costco on it. 50th anniversary. So that tube is not the correct tube for the Costco ones. But thank you for that, Fingers. Radio Joe says, I believe the tube of 250th anniversary, not the Costco. Yeah. Thank you, Radio. Okay, here we go. We're fighting. Silver's fighting for its life, and the Shanghai Futures Exchange is opening here in just 6.5 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. What are you guys, Team Green or Team Red? Let's see, 22.65. Let's call it 65. 70, 1, 2. So we're $7.65. Right now, if we opened, I think we'd get a micro gap down. I think we get a micro gap down if we're to open right now. What do you guys think? Do you agree with me? Fat Ginger says, well, it says 20, so it's a tube coming tomorrow. Nice. Fat Ginger picked up 20. Nice. Oh, G-Star wants Mrs. International Stacker Poutine. Do you guys want Mrs. International Stacker Poutine? Woo. Oh. I just saw Ralph Ramsey. Thank you. He just sent me an article about solar industry abandoning silver. Guys, it's FUD. It's FUD. Don't believe it. Copper lasts about half as long as silver and solar. Also, too, it's not as efficient. So some of these solar companies in China that are starting to try to shift to copper, they're still selling the silver solar panels, and they're calling them high performance. So do you think people are going to buy the high performance that lasts 2 times as long, or the regular that doesn't last 2 times as long? So yeah, there's a lot of FUD out there. Solar's going away. Silver's going to collapse. The solar demand. Guys, it's all FUD. It reminds me of the graphene FUD from years ago. Graphene's going to replace silver. We're all screwed. It's going to zero. Don't believe it. I don't believe it. Is it going to be a little bit of a disruptor? I mean, are some people going to get copper? Probably. But the demand for solar is going exponential. And I just covered yesterday how the solar demand for SpaceX with their new project could go through the moon. Where is that? Here. And in places like space, they can't afford to try different things that don't last as long. They're going to use copper. They're going to use gold in space. And we're talking about a potential 350 to 425 million ounces of possible demand. Here's the article here from SpaceX. So no, I don't believe it. I've seen it for months. I don't believe that all solar panels are going to switch to copper and we're going to be screwed. I don't believe it. I don't! Will some be affected? Sure. But the demands on silver just keep going higher and higher like the Energizer Bunny. So I consider that just a distraction, just to make it so you don't stack anymore, to break your spirit. Nah, I ain't buying it. Thank you, Tom, for the jewels, and thank you, Cargo Bob. Guys, we've got Cargo Bob here. He came to visit me in Key West, Florida, but unfortunately, he left with a friend.
Some guy on the internet just gave me crabs.
And you know what? This guy right here, Cargo Bob, he just donated 2 ounces of silver going into the Mega Ga. Count it down. You have 3 seconds to tell us to drop it. Count it down.
3, 2, 1, drop.
Can we shout out Cargo Bob for gifting that silver for the Mega Ga? Cargo, Cargo, Cargo. I've actually put out a few posts on why I don't believe that copper narrative is going to destroy silver. A lot of action at the Hong Kong Gold Exchange last week, says Eric Young. Pakistani defense minister reportedly signals the U.S. and Iran are close to an agreement. Gold's wild 2026 to date. Back to even. It has been a wild ride for gold. Okay, what do you guys think is going to happen? Are we gapping up or are we gapping down? Or are we crab walking? Yeah, no, I love Silver Dragons, and he's covering articles and things he sees, but I don't believe it. I just believe it's larger FUD. I dug into it deeply. I wrote an article or two about it, not on the blog, but I wrote it on X. Maybe I should write a blog post about it on why I think it's wrong, so it's out there. Should I write it? Guys, would that be beneficial? I just don't believe it. I think it's FUD designed to scare you. The same companies that are offering the copper are now offering high performance. High performance. Oh, you mean just the regular solar panel? Okay. Oh, yeah, that's one of the biggest tricks in business. You make an inferior product, sell it for the normal price, jack up the price on the original product, and you call it high performance. They had something on the news here the other day about exploring reopening the copper mines in Upper Peninsula, Michigan. They need to reopen the copper mines, guys. Copper is in tight supply right now. Drop the mic says, seems like consolidation time around 65, maybe. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to open. Are you team green or team red? 72.65. We are now at 64. We are gapping down, unfortunately. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, when in doubt, zoom out. Every dip for me is a buying opportunity to add more. We're breaking down below this 50 simple moving average. So I believe we are going to be gapping down, ladies and gentlemen. What do you think? Am I a stable genius? Am I an absolute lunatic? Am I cuckoo? Let me know in chat right now what you think is going to happen. Drop a BRC in chat or a BGC in chat. Let me know. Here we go. I'm issuing a danger zone alert. Victor MN says, Business 101, segment your product line and upcharge the perceived value. Exactly. It's high performance. All right, I'm going to be counting it down from 10, ladies and gentlemen. From 5, actually. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm wrong! I'm wrong! Oh, my goodness!
How dare you?
Oh, my goodness! Guys, I haven't been wrong for weeks! I haven't been wrong for weeks. Boy, is my face red.
How dare you?
But hey, I'll take it. I'd rather be wrong to the upside than wrong to the downside. So everyone who chose Team Red with me, we just lost. Everyone who is Team Green just got good luck for 4,000 years.
It's science.
Boy, is my face red. Okay. Cool. We'll take it. Okay, we got a green candle here. Maybe building to a BGC 7314. Is that going to immediately? Yeah. Look at that. That immediately, as soon as Shanghai opened, switched it from a BRC to a BGC. Ladies and gentlemen, could this be the start of something interesting here? Let's hang out here and let it marinate and see. Now let's check out the stock market. Last night it was, or yesterday it was down. Now it's looking up on the start here. Guys, enter the mega giveaway. I'm giving away 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold. All you got to do is subscribe, turn on the notifications, and click that link in chat. See, Streamlive's bot just said, have you already entered the Mega Ga? If so, be sure to... Oh, that's for the live stream. Here's the link for the Mega Ga. And then here's for the Mega stream. This is the live stream. I already have it up for the Mega Ga. It's 39 days from now. Go to that link, turn on the notification, click like. Every time I do this, somebody tells me I slept through it. I forgot about it. Oh my gosh. Don't be a statistic, ladies and gentlemen. 218 of you are not going to be a statistic. Don't be a statistic. Pro tip, says Sicilian, stack your weight in silver. Next goal, stack your family's weight. Whoa. I made a video on that back in the day. Let's go here, watch. Right here. I stacked my weight in silver. This was 7 years ago. Was it 7? Yeah, 7 years ago. Guys, some of my old videos are great. You got to watch them. Here it is. Stacking my weight in silver. I got to make a new one. Guys, I gained 20 pounds since I got married, and I've stacked my weight in silver again. I need to make the update. Scrap says, sorry, it was the wrong round. I can't see the Costco one. Maybe it's in my store settings. Thank you for that, Scrap. It's okay. No need to apologize. So Shanghai, ladies and gentlemen, is saying, I'm not sitting idle. I'm going higher. It is about to break above its trading session high of 73.42. So once it breaks 73.42, 74 is right around the corner here with Shanghai. Silver gold silver to gold ratio sitting at 67.68 to 1. Gold's going higher within this upward channel. Next target of 4,402.41. And silver's looking like it's about to bust back into its upward channel. Let's see how many entries now. We are now at 11,633 entries into the Mega God. Do not sleep on that, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's close that. Now, something interesting here, the CME. I used to cover this every day when it was actually breaking news. It has been extremely low volume, extremely low open interest. But look at this. August 7th, I believe this was Friday. It shot up to around 500 million ounces traded in a day. There was days on the run-up where it was multiple billion ounce days. It hasn't been this high for a long time. So I found that interesting. Nothing to act on yet, but I'm going to keep watching it, ladies and gentlemen. And I will be reporting to you if I find anything crazy. Now keep smashing that like button, ladies and gentlemen. We are now just 25 minutes and 40 seconds away from the stock market opening. What effect will that have on gold and silver? We're going to find out here together if you want me to keep going. If you want me to keep going for that market open, put keep going in chat. What is this? Oh, wow. I don't know if this is true, but supposedly oil is coming out of the beaches in Iran because it's not being pumped. I don't know if that's true. Okay. I'm looking for breaking gold and silver news. Everyone's yelling to keep going. Typhoon Dolphin triggered devastating flooding in Shanghai, China. Whoa. Fortuna Mining buys Barrick. Whoa. Oh, their I Am Gold project in Senegal. Okay. I was like, Fortuna bought Barrick, and then I was like, oh, their project. Okay. I own some Fortuna stock. I didn't buy any paper stock until I was happy with my physical stack. Then I started getting into some of the mining stocks. All right, here's the president's schedule today. Let's look for anything with silver, gold, mining. Nothing. Entries are verified at your email address. Yeah, you do get an email to say, here's your entries. If you're having problems, I did in the entry video here.
in the entry video here. And guys, watch the whole video for the love of God. Not only do you get a password in there, secret code that gives you an advantage of the Mega Ga, but I cover everything you need to know. And right here, having trouble entering the Mega Ga or need to unblock the bot, if you click this link right here, it takes you to my website and it gives you that information. Look, beep, you click that. It comes to this hidden page on my website. Download step-by-step help for the guide or steps to unblock the bot if you got mad and blocked him in the past. So I do have that there for you guys. Thank you for the turtle drinking water, David. I appreciate that. Okay, see what we could do here on silver. It's acting like it wants to get back in that upward channel there. Silver Dominion says, have you heard Elon Musk announcements of the new Terrafab? 100 million square feet will be the... Yeah. As a matter of fact, Silver Dimension, I wrote an article on that right here. Go to internationalstacker.com, click news and blog. Tesla and SpaceX Terrafab, could AI, robots, and orbital data centers trigger the next big gold and silver shock? I break it all down in here. I do estimates in here. Ladies and gentlemen, go read that. Derek Oneclaw, thank you for gifting a membership. That went to Kenzo. Congratulations, Kenzo. Jimmy Reefer says, under 400 likes, got to pump that up. Ladies and gentlemen, we only need 3 more likes to break 400. The next 3 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 17 months.
It's science.
Okay. Let's go back here. Unknown drones have struck as a refinery in Libya. Who's striking Libya? Look at this. Claude models will now have invisible watermarks embedded in the text. So if you copy and paste text from Claude AI, everybody will know. Now, guys, a lot of you don't know, probably. If you remember, Venezuela just had devastating earthquakes, but Colombia just had devastating earthquakes. Look at that. 7.0. So sad. Pray for Colombia. Whoa! Master of HS just gets to 20 memberships. Cal, did you get soup? I'm looking. Cal, did you get soup? I'm looking. Derek One Claw just asked, Kaltenberg is the one for soup, and I hate to say it. No soup for Cal.
Please, sir, I want some more.
No soup for John.
Taste the soup.
Good soup.
No soup for you.
Did you guys see Donna Sim at the end pop her head up? Did you see her pop her head up? CME to expand 24/7 silver. Pending regulatory. Well, thank you for that, Garrow. Let me put that over here. I'll research that after. Wow. Thank you. I'll look at this after. I'll probably do an article for it on X. Thank you for that. Wow. The slippery little salamanders. Here's a funny thing, guys. Breaking, the Fed will inject, what is that, billion? Yeah, $5 billion in the market today at 98. It's not breaking. If you go to my website, you click resources. Go down here. All these resources here. If you go to the buyback, right here, buyback announcements, beep. And then you click here, the tentative buyback schedule. It's not breaking. Now, I do like Weimer X, but these get so many views, like 23,000. But I don't put it out because I feel like it's kind of disingenuous because it's here. So let's see. What is today's date? 11. So it's actually 2 billions expected today. Wait, no. Hold up. That's wrong. Over here. Okay, buyback. Today's the 11th. Yeah, 2 billion's expected today. 4 billion was expected the 6th. So anyways, it's all here. So I don't know. I just feel like it's a bit disingenuous to put like breaking. But I mean, I guess it works. It gets the views. It pushes the narrative. But I think it makes it seem like it's something that's not scheduled. That's all scheduled.
But to be clear, I do like Weimar X. I just feel like these posts are a bit hyperbolic. If I did post like that, my X would probably be 10 times the size it is. So that's for sure. Okay, metals forecasts in India will import 4,000 more tons of silver by the end of the year. Guys, India has been really interesting. Go to my website, internationalstacker.com. Click the blog. I've got 2 articles on India. If you want to understand what's going on with India, including what's happened in the past, here's article 1. India hikes gold and silver duty to 15%, drops LBMA benchmark. Modi says don't buy gold for a year. That has a juxtaposition to in 1968 when they banned gold. So read that one. And then I put out a second article here on don't buy silver, part 2, India's silver crackdown, licenses now required after LBMA exit. So if you want to understand what's going on with India, what they're positioning for, those are 2 important articles to read. Okay, silver's pushing higher here, back over 65, 65.03 on the COMEX. Going to Shanghai Futures Exchange, we are now at 73.32. And the stock market's opening up here in about, what is that, 17 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's go check the futures for the Dow. Up about 60 points, nothing crazy. Well, 54,123. It closed at yeah, so that is a pretty decent. If it goes to 54,123, that is pretty decent. Gold's creeping higher, ladies and gentlemen, just about $1.38 away from our next target of 4,402. Ban the Trader says, so glad I didn't trade last night. Didn't trade last night. Hit 67. So I'm still, or didn't hit 67. I'm still waiting for that. Okay, there you go, Bam. Thank you, Andrew, for the head bobbing cat jewels. I do appreciate that. I'm going to take a look at this later and see if the really important 4,000 tons, that would be James Anderson is usually pretty on it. So it probably is accurate, but I got to look more. The 18th BRICS Summit approaching. I'll check that out. Gold has moved above the descending resistance of a symmetrical triangle. Let's look here. Yeah, look at that. So that's a descending triangle. And look at clear breakout there. There's the 4,600 level. S&P 500 up now more than 90% since Michael Burry told us to sell. Okay, let's go here. Let's refresh that. How many more actions on the Mega got? 11,653. Guys, if you're just finding this channel, if you have no clue what all this is, I'm giving away 100 ounces of silver. Hint, it's worth a lot. I'm giving away 169 ounces of copper. Hint, it's cool. I'm giving away some gold. Hint, it's worth a lot. All you got to do is subscribe, turn on the notifications, and enter the Mega. The very last video on my YouTube, I posted long form. Go there, watch it the entire way through. There is a password in it that gives you an advantage in the Mega giveaway. Is it safe to say that downtrends tend that the downwards trend is over if we close above the trend line? No, it's not safe to say that, right, Ty? We still need some time. We need some time to marinate. Definitely over the last few days. If we go here, we've definitely seen a shift over the last few days, but I don't say we could say like it's officially like we're good. We're gonna be dancing in the streets. Because even in the last week, we've had 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In the last week, we've had 3 red days. But we are looking pretty good on that daily. We did get back above that 50 simple moving average. So we need a little bit more time to confirm, to level things out. I would love to move sideways between like 65 to 70 for like a week and build some more meaningful foundations there. This is the weekly chart. Here's the monthly chart. But I don't always get what I want and like. So we got to just take the take the action as it comes and read the tea leaves and figure it out. Remember, 10 a.m. the housing data drops, and then I think it's 1 p.m. for the Treasury auction. Okay. Dow Jones is up 82. First Majestic is looking attractive here, says Gold Silver HQ. Strong free cash flow yield of 6.7%. Only Fresnillo is higher. Explosive technical setup. Okay, Zero Hedge says there's a UK MTO event. Let's look at that UK MTO. This is incidents in the Strait of Hormuz and Bab al-Mandab. Here we go. Just today, just a little bit ago, been informed of an incident off the coast of Al Mocha, Yemen. It has been reported that a cargo vessel in the southern Red Sea, that's down here, it's down here, has been hit by an unknown projectile resulting in casualties. That's probably here. Yep, that's right there. This is the Bab al-Mandab. Bab in Arabic means door. The Houthi rebels are active here in Yemen. They're really not strong, though. I mean, it's one missile. But these days, it kind of only takes a couple missiles to, like, make a big impact, I guess. But the Houthi rebels are down here. And then up here, this is the... This thing is terrorizing me. I can't... Up here is the Strait of Hormuz. It kept pushing me back down when I was trying to show you guys. All right, folks, off to Fort Knox. Trust me, it's all there. That's funny. Okay, let's go back to the charts. Yes, the weekly watchouts are in chat. Sicilian dropped them in there. You can purchase the error. Yeah, I am gonna auction off the error coin, and so or the error cork. So let me show you. Everyone who bought a regular cork when I dropped these, the silver ones, not the copper, got to the golden ticket. This commemorates when silver broke $100 an ounce, AG 100, January 23rd. This is an exact copy of the cork I popped here. I popped champagne here live and started morning drinking with you guys. So one of you guys had the idea to cast it. So SGT Stacking, when he made them, this was the first one he was stamping, and then he found out when he stamped it, it collapsed the cork. You see how it got fat down here, a little bulbous. So when he was stamping and putting pressure on it, it collapsed the metal. So then he had to fashion a board with holes in it to stamp them to put the pressure here, not here. So that resulted in this little stubby cork. It's much shorter. So we turned this into the error cork. Now that project was not really a big money maker. It was made to cover the cost, get something cool for you guys, etc., etc. So it wasn't a huge money maker per se. But this is meant to be the money maker. This is the error coin. So I'm going to be, or the error cork. I'm going to be splitting the proceeds of this with SGT for all his hard work for the channel. And a little bit of something in my coffers as well too, so I can upgrade equipment and do cool things for you guys. So we are going to be auctioning this off, and every one of these corks did come with a golden ticket, which gets you an advantage in the Mega Goss, so this one will too. If you're interested in this error cork, put error in chat. Let me see. 6.3 troy ounces of silver. Pretty cool piece. I just got to figure out how I'm going to do it. Big Green Stacker found his golden ticket password. Nice. SGT says, I say the person who made those corks should also get a golden ticket.
How dare you?
Now! Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're just 9 minutes, 8.5 minutes away. No, 9.5 minutes away from stock market opening here. Up 90, 54,153. So that's actually going to be, guys. We could have an explosive open here. Oh! We're 55 likes away from a 500 like stream. That's my goal of every stream, to hit at least 500 likes. 5,000 would be nice, but let's focus on 500. Could we do it? We need 55 more likes to do it. The next 55 people to smash like are going to get good luck for 7 years.
It's science.
Now, guys, likes help so much. Likes help so much more than you can know clicking those few pixels, but not only does it help the channel, if you don't want to do it for that purpose, literally people get stuff put in their algorithm because you interact with it. So by liking a video or a post or a short or whatever, that could literally put it in someone's feed, open their eyes to gold and silver, and help them change not only their future, but the future of future generations, their lineage. So if you want to be the gold and silver Paul Revere right on the streets of the internet as well, you can also smash that like button. And guys, if a random video popped in your feed and made you a gold and silver stacker, put YouTube in chat in big bold letters. Let me see. Jimmy Reefer says, I was diagnosed with a stage 3 hangnail. Devastating for my family. Can I have a golden ticket code? Poor Jimmy Reefer. Did that work? Did you guys hear the violin? Is it working? Is it working? Did you guys hear the violin? John says you need to put, yeah, guys, if you're trying to talk to me, give me breaking news, ask me a question, or shame me, you got to put at international stacker. It makes it orange. If you don't put, I just scroll this quick and I look for the orange and I stop. So you got to put at international stacker, no punctuation, at international stacker, one word. I try to answer every question I can. Did you guys hear the, I'm looking. I don't know if you guys heard the violin. It was super quiet. Okay, hold up. I know how to fix this. I know how to fix this. Okay, let me try this again. Let me try this again. Oh. I don't know how to fix this. I'll have to fix it later. Yeah, guys, keep the political statements out of chat, please. This channel, we cover geopolitics that affect gold and silver, but we don't get in political infighting in chat. We focus on the stuff that unites us, not divides us, physical, gold, and silver. I don't mind if you talk about the Iranian war and conflicts going around the world, but where I do mind is when it goes into the political statement round. Like, so just let's keep it fun in chat. Look at that. Master of HF says likes equals extra entry in the GA. Come on, HF. It grows the channel. The more the channel grows, the more mega my GAs get. This is my biggest one yet, 100 ounces of silver. What is 100K gonna be? Guys, we've already got the chest over there for the 100K giveaway. And already in the chest, it's pretty much empty, but we've already got this for the 100K. A crustacean forming. 3.51 troy ounces, 100K poured by Backyard Bullion. That is in for the 100K. So we're starting to build the chest for the 100K. He can get his golden ticket at his resurrection, says Eternal. Dollar to silver trade. Golden tickets were only available for the cork drop, and people didn't know. It was a surprise. Every once in a while, if I do like a merch drop or something fun, for the people that pick it up, just as an extra appreciation for me, I'll include bonus things like the golden ticket. So the golden ticket's only for about 30 people who got those corks. The full-size corks, not the cork top, the full-size corks. Hey, we got Jerome in chat saying, hello, crustaceans. Drop the mic says, this is $65 consolidation while waiting for new data. Just my 3. Yeah, definitely while waiting for new data. I agree. Jimmy Reefer says, I was just rejected by Viola and Daisy. Wouldn't give me a ride home. My heart is broken and my feet are sore. Can I have the golden ticket code, please? Guys, I know why. Watch this. I know why. Is it? Oh man, how do I find this? I know how to find this. I know how to find this. Mike D put out a video, and this might be where Daisy and Viola are at. Here we go. This is from Mike D.
Yo, Crustacean Nation, it's almost time for the biggest mega gaw yet. 70K is here. Let's go. This will be great. All right, team, let's make this the best mega gaw the beach has ever seen. I am talking epic here, guys. Diamond Claws, fire up those decks and drop some serious bass. I want the heaviest stacker beats ready when that chest opens. Chest is looking stacked. Daisy, keep it coming. Mrs. IS, coffee's hot and soup is cooking. Viola, how's it looking? Wow, that is mega. Everything is epic so far. I am so excited. Brad Stacker's accommodations are dialed in. The party is almost ready. Let's go, people. Whoa, easy baby gator. That thing was massive.
Look at Daisy has a hero bullion thing on. So funny. I love it, Mike D. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are just 3 minutes. 3 minutes away from the stock market opening here. Up 55. Ugh. Of course that was AI. What do you want him to do? To like stop motion it? You want him to animate the whole thing? Of course it was AI. But I thought it was fun. I thought it was fun. Mike D, how dare you not animate that entire video? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. 2.5 minutes away here, I'm going to be issuing a danger zone alert. Yeah, Jimmy Reefer. How dare you not do the entire thing in claymation? And whoa! Kaltenberg says still needs soup. Kaltenberg is hungry. Drop the mic says, wait, that was AI? Future Moto says, Mike D, the man, the myth, the legend of gifting soup. Oh, yeah. Feeder of crustaceans. Feeder of let's see who has the soup record on this live stream. Let's see here. It's going to be Master of HF with 15 soups donated. Master of HF is the official feeder of crustaceans on this live stream. Alan J. Pratt, did you get my comment on X about Starlink sats? Only 5 years, so they will progressively be upgraded and thus more and more silver. Oh, I did not see that, but that is a good point. Yeah, my article just covers like the initial kaboom. It doesn't cover like maintaining it, right? Of course, you got to build more satellites and stuff's going to get destroyed and more things. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are a minute and 5 seconds away. Okay, I'm going to do a Raptor run. I'm going to be right back in 1 minute. Someone time me in 3, 2, 1. I'm back. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dow Jones, where's the Dow Jones? Here it is. Oh my goodness, BGC on the Dow Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Let's put it side by side with silver here. Add to new split view. Dow Jones. Here we go. BGC on the Dow Jones back over 54,000. Let's see how silver responds. Starting to get a BGC here on the silver market to the left. Left here is silver. Right here is Dow Jones. We're going to make a massive move today, says Bam the Trader. We could. Guys, if the announcement of CPI tomorrow is bullish for gold and silver, buckle up. That's all I got to say. We're up to 54,100. Dow Jones up 111 points. S&P's up 9. NASDAQ's up 62. Oil all down across the board. Ooh, bond yields are down. That is bullish for gold and silver, guys. Look at that. 0.5% for the 10-year, 20-year, and 0.36 for the 30-year. Wow. Bam says I called this. Oh, we got Brian McQuillan in chat. Good to see you, Brian McQuillan. Now, guys, Mike D is the commander of 160th battle. No, 160th battle crab soar. They're looking for a few good crustaceans. I love that. Grab your patch and get to the war room. I love that. Did you flush twice? It's a long way to the COMEX building, says Future Motive. That's funny. Eee. All right, let's see what you guys are saying here. Okay. China's Unitree robots IPO times oversubscribed by retail investors. That's a confusing title. That looks just like the Tesla robot. Pakistan says US and Iran are close to reaching a deal. US forces fire on a Panama flag ship that attempted to run the American blockade of Iran's port earlier this morning. Oof. 216,000 tons. Where is it? Most people think central banks or Wall Street own the world's gold. The real answer is stranger than that. Where Western investors sit in an ownership picture should make every saver stop and think. That's interesting. Okay, let's do this. Jimmy Reefer says my dog slipped on a soup packet and sprained his ankle or sprained his belly button. Can I have a golden ticket, please? That's funny. I'm seeing who is live right now in the gold and silver. Niche. International Stackers live. We do something here called the crab raid. We find smaller creators, we fill their chats with crabs, we smash the like button. A lot of times you guys end up winning free silver and gold. I'm thinking we'll do Kalilo. He's got the least amount of subscribers. He really needs to get to 1,000 subscribers. That'd be cool. But anyways, we're gonna go crab raid him. I ask that you smash the like button, fill the chat with crabs, and enjoy the party. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be live again later this evening, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Market Reopen. And if the markets, if all hell breaks loose today, I will go live again. But breaks loose, I don't mean like 3% move. For us now in the gold and silver, here a 3% move is, I mean like really breaks loose, I will go live again. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in. Please enter my mega giveaway. I'm giving away 100 ounces of silver, 169 ounces of copper, and some gold in the upcoming Mega. You definitely don't want to miss out on that. We're going to go crab raid Kalilo right now, and I'll say, CYO, T&O. Catch you on the next one. Please smash that like button on your way out. Thank you, everybody, so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I am never going to financially recover from this.